Rick Smiley Morning Show. 25 after the hour, y'all. The front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. That's right. Your health is our priority. America's Best contacts and eyeglasses stores are now open to safely serve your vision needs. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. News story. I just got talked to my daughter's mother. She's being rushed into emergency surgery, and she's going to be fine. Just going to ask everybody to keep her lifted up in prayer. But after you get through, before you pray for that, you make sure you pray for the mothers that had to, that got to go to the funeral home this morning and make final arrangements for their children that was also caught up in violence all over the country this weekend. And make sure you pray hard for those families or whatever. And I just sit here and just try to do the show because there's no flights right now. It's nothing I can do. It does nothing, and nobody in this house, in the house, no good for me to, because we broadcast from home right now because of coronavirus to not be on the air because a lot of people are going through much worse than what I'm going through. So I just have to think about others, and that's what this is. This is a service. And right when you're going through something, remember everything that you're going through, man, all of this is just a test. And sometimes God going to test your attitude to determine your altitude and see how you handle things. And we still have a show to do. You know, if they had a flight available this morning, I would have been gone. But it's nothing we can do right now. But just stay prayed up, do the show, and get everything else figured out. But pray for everybody that's been affected by not only coronavirus, death, everybody that's been caught up in any type of violence, all the gunshot victims, and all the parents that had to bury kids. God bless you, and God bless your families, and I'm also praying for you. So, there you go. Front page right now. What up, Eva?
What up, Ricky? That's definitely a part of this morning's news. I don't know how I'm going to get through this without a tear, but the 4th of July weekend brought a wave of gun violence across cities across the U.S. And unfortunately, many of these victims were children, you guys. So more than 67 people were shot in Chicago. 67, including a 14-year-old boy, a 7-year-old girl who was shot while she was just playing. A mom is dead after her family of 5 was shot in Detroit. An 8-year-old girl was shot while riding in a car with her mom in Atlanta. An 11-year-old boy was shot while running, Rickey, to get a phone charger in D.C. And also a little child in St. Louis remains in critical condition after being shot in the head. Y'all, we have to do better. It's got to be a real conversation, man. Everybody, that's in the movement, we got to flush people like this out of our neighborhood. We got to confiscate, guns from these young people that's out here killing people, shooting in open public places, and innocent people getting killed, and a lot of these people just dying. These kids dying. These mothers got to bury their kids. Babies. These babies. It's absolutely sad. And 67 people in one city, Ricky. 67 people. That is, just to say the numbers and to read it, it's unreal.
Yeah. It's bad. While a pandemic going on.
Right. I got coronavirus news too.
Yeah, and while a movement is going on, and a justified protest is going on, or whatever, and I'm gonna put my Black Lives Matter shirt on, and I'm gonna fly to Houston today because I still support the movement, and I'm not gonna mix up the messages, but we're gonna have a conversation about all of this stuff after the movement, and
will you put a little bit of this coronavirus update?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty, so in coronavirus news, the U.S. now ranks up with Brazil and India as having the highest in the world and fastest growing number of COVID-19 cases. But during July 4th speech, President Trump, y'all's number 45, again downplayed the virus, falsely claiming that 99% of the cases are totally harmless. Hospitalizations for the coronavirus are up in 5 states, including Arizona, California, South Carolina, Nevada, and Texas, where some hospitals have literally hit capacity. It's also being announced over the weekend that Donald Trump's Jr.'s girlfriend has contracted the coronavirus. Now, many Republican officials may have been exposed. Trump also plans to hold another rally this weekend in New Hampshire. We will see how that goes. And last, you might have seen this viral video of two white people painting over the Black Lives Matters street mural in California. Police are now looking into the Trump supporters, the man and the woman who were defacing and vandalizing it. But it was just absolutely disgusting. Did you guys check out that video this weekend?
Yeah, I saw it. Why didn't nobody kick their ass? They wouldn't have did that at Miles College.
Right.
When they did,
Okay, you know what to do with it.
You wouldn't have went on campus in Miles College. I went to Birmingham on the South Side or in D.C. and did it there. They cowards. They do stuff where they know they can do it, but you wouldn't have came on Miles College campus and went out there with that paintbrush, you would have got ran over. Like, for real.
Well, that's what I got for you in the news. Rickey, tell me you got something juicy in sports, my brother.
Well, let's talk about President Donald Trump continued, man. It's just a matter of time. There's been a Trump 2020 NASCAR that raced in the Brickyard 400. And ironically, 16 laps in, guess what happened? It crashed. Thank God nobody got injured, but the Trump 2020 car in the NASCAR race at the Brickyard 400 crashed 16 laps in. I knew that was going to happen after, of course, the Black Lives Matter car and our boy Bubba Wallace or whatever. So it is what it is, man. Last but not least, man, I got some good news I want to go ahead and spread in the world of sports. 5-star high school basketball recruit McCord Maker was being expected to commit to UCLA. He was also being recruited by Kentucky and Memphis. And he made his official commitment to Howard University, man. Big time. This makes him the highest ranked college prospect to commit to an HBCU. So expect many more prospects to follow my man here, because it's going down real big. Rickey, you talk about it all the time. We always talk about it here on the show. As soon as our top prospect recruiting athletes start choosing HBCUs, that spotlight is going to shift to the same way the NCAA, the Division I schools out there got all the hot spotlights, because everybody want to get to the pros. Everybody want to get to the next level. So now this is the first step to make that happen. It's going to happen slowly but surely. So that big up to my man for doing that. There it is.
I appreciate it, Rickey.